Hello, hey there, how are you guys? I have to say, welcome back to another episode on the Masterpiece segment. I kind of figured this would be on the list of Masterpiece movies. I love The Devil's Candy. But before I get into, why I love this movie so much, I kind of want to explain the plot synopsis first, and then I'll get into my overall thoughts and everything. So let's just get started with the overall plot synopsis. But I gotta warn you guys real quick is that the synopsis of the film is going to be a very spoiler territory and a very heavily spoiled through the synopsis of the film. So just to let you guys know that because it's kind of hard to explain the synopsis of the movie without spoiling a few things here and there. So I'm just gonna just kind of give you guys that little warning there. But anyway, let's get started. So the plot synopsis of The Devil's Candy is basically, this man that lives in this house with his mother, and his name is Raymond, and he discovers these very weird and creepy devil voices in his head. Like he just can't get over it, so he plays this, very loud guitar music. He plays this guitar like extremely loud, so that he can overcome these just very just scary voices in his head. Like he just can't get over it unless he plays his guitar very loud. He needs to do it, or otherwise he'll just never overcome it. Uh, but the mother isn't very pleased about this. She's very annoyed by it, and that that Raymond needs help, that her son needs help, and stuff like that. So what happens after that is that Raymond basically kills his mother. Like I said, guys, this is going to contain spoilers, so yeah, it's hard to explain without spoiling. But yeah, it's just that Raymond, he just clocks her like over the head with the guitar, and she just goes uh, rolling down the stairs and just dead at that point. So what happens after that? Sometime later, like way later. So sometime later, basically. Uh, the house later gets sold by someone else. The house is now sold to this guy named Jesse Hellman, and he has a wife and a daughter, and they live in this house now, where Raymond used to live. And let's just say that things go wrong, and they go really bad. It starts to become dangerous living in this house because, there was an owner that used to be just bad there. So yeah, it's not a good place to live. They start to realize that, and that's kind of what you really need to know going in, because it's a little bit deeper than that. So yeah, so my thoughts on the Devil's Candy. It's fantastic. I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies now. It's definitely up there. It's definitely in my top 10 for sure now. It's that good. Uh, I mean, like it's one of those horror movies that it kind of stands out from the other horror cliches that horror tropes tend to have a lot of times. But yeah, it really is a movie. Like it is a joy of a treat, and you will definitely love it. I know as far as I did, I know for sure I did. I was very invested into everything that was going on, and I really did appreciate the character, development and like the overall scares wasn't like it wasn't any jump scares or nothing like that, which is what I love. I love how The Devil's Candy doesn't rely on jump scares, and I praise the director, Sean Byron. Yeah, Sean Byron. He's the same guy who directed The Loved Ones. Yeah, and I loved The Loved Ones, and I thought The Loved Ones was a fantastic horror thriller. In fact, I think that was one of my favorite. Not one of my favorite, but yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, definitely. But it was one of my first, horror reviews on the channel, and it's one of my earliest videos on the channel. So if you guys want to check that out, you still can. It's on my channel still. So yeah, I love The Devil's Candy. It's fantastic. Like every single thing about it is I just can't find a single flaw with it. and it's kind of hard to explain because you need to watch the movie for yourself, really. So, um, yeah, I just love the directing. I love the acting. I love the performances that every single one gave in this movie. I thought it was just phenomenal, and I love the metal soundtrack. The metal soundtrack is just I can gush over that for hours. Yeah, because it's fantastic. I love the soundtrack. Yeah, so that's my overall thoughts, and of course, The Devil's Candy gets an A plus. Just no question about it. So. Yeah, so it's what I think it might be my favorite movie of this year. I'm not sure yet. It probably is my favorite movie this year. I know that it came out in film festivals back in 2015, but it was released in the U.S. in 2017, so I'm going to count it as a 2017 film. So yeah. So that's going to be it, guys. So until next time, everybody, take it easy, guys, and take care, everyone, and stay tuned for more of the masterpiece segment. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So take it easy, guys.